Kondosan.
Once upon a time, Genius Goat settled in bed with a warm glass of milk and continued reading the book that he had started 2 days earlier. He was engrossed in the book and was eager to read what happened next.
Hey! Hey!
Who's that?
It's me, Wolf!
What are you doing here?
Can you read this?
What? A map? Yes, I can read it.
Aha! I knew it!
Is this a treasure map? Wow!
I can't read this map, but you can! So you can lead us to the treasure. I'll carry the treasure back. What do you say?
Genius Goat accepted the offer because he wanted to go on an adventure like the one in the book. They got ready and set off on their journey.
Are you sure this is the place?
Yes, look, it shows there's a dark cave here.
Goats first.
Wolf and Genius Goat entered the cave and walked for a long time. They jumped over stones and puddles, crawled in narrow spaces, and climbed rocky walls. As they kept going, they realized something was wrong.
Wolf, don't you think it's getting darker?
Oh no, we'll get lost.
We aren't lost yet. I think we should follow this path. Hey, watch where you're going.
Hey, who are you?
It's me.
Who said that?
Calm down, Wolf. It's me, Genius.
We can't see anything.
The walls will guide us. Keep walking.
I want to get out of here.
This is the end of the road. There's a rock here.
How can it be the end? Let's move this rock. Oh, it's not moving. Genius, why are you roaring?
I thought you were roaring. Yikes!
Calm down, kiddos. I was going to help you move this rock.
We are sorry, Mrs. Spear. We got scared because we couldn't see you.
Oh, don't worry, dear. It wasn't my intention to frighten you.
I didn't get scared at all. My treasure! Yes, it's mine! Huh? Huh? Where's the treasure?
It's there!
Where?
It's the sun! It's no longer dark and we can see everything. That's a beautiful treasure.
Are you kidding me? Why? I could have stayed home and watched the sun from there. we don't even have sunglasses.
Once upon a time, on a very calm morning, everyone was sleeping on the farm. Chickens, horses, cows, bunnies, even the owls. Only the genius goat was awake, and of course, the big bad wolf was also awake.
Oh no, it's not working. But I'm not going to give up.
The goat was so focused on his work that he didn't realize the wolf was watching from afar.
What is that? What is that goat up to? I can see from here. I must get closer. I will sneak up on him now. He will never see me.
Oh, hi Wolf. What are you doing here?
Nothing. I was just passing by. What are you doing?
I'm creating a balloon machine. If you blow air from this side of the contraption, a gust of air comes on the other side, powerful enough to inflate 10 balloons.
While the goat is explaining how his invention works, the wolf is devising an evil plan. If the machine worked as the goat described it, the wolf would use it to blow all the apples from his neighbor's tree so they would fall onto his garden. But to do this, he needed to distract the goat.
Hey, look! There are 2 injured birds behind that tree.
Let me check it out.
The wolf took the machine and ran away.
Stop, Wolf! Wait! It's not working! I haven't finished it yet!
You can't fool me!
The wolf placed the machine next to his neighbor's garden. He took a deep breath.
It's not finished! Didn't I say so? Look what you did!
Oh no! I'm flying! Get me down! Get me down!
It's working! It's working! Hooray! I guess it was working from the start, but I was blowing from the wrong side of the machine.
Get me down! I'm not a balloon! Help, Mommy!
Once upon a time, in the deep sea, there was an underwater kingdom. The king watched over the kingdom along with his 6 beautiful daughters and his elderly mother. All the sea creatures lived peacefully and happily together. All 6 daughters of the king were beautiful. but the most beautiful one was the little mermaid. She had long red hair and ocean blue eyes. Their father would gather them around his throne every night, and they would chat while sipping their seaweed tea. The king's greatest fear was that his girls would fall under the spell of the sun and choose to live above water. Because when a mermaid turned 18, she was allowed to swim to the surface and watch the world while enjoying the sun and the wind.
My dear girls, according to the rules of our sea kingdom, it is forbidden to talk to humans. Their lives aren't like ours. We belong to the sea, and they belong to the land and air. Don't ever go near them.
But Father, even if they're different from us, I'm really curious about humans and want to see them.
Of course, my little girl. You're almost 18. By listening to my word and without breaking the rules, one day you two will be able to go to the surface and watch the world while enjoying the sun and the wind.
The Little Mermaid's sisters would always tell her about everything they saw when they came back from the surface. You know what, little sis? There's a wonderful breeze up there. The sun is really warm. As huge ships pass by, we play with dolphins, and we sunbathe on the rocks without letting anyone see us. There was nothing the Little Mermaid could do but to daydream and wait for her 18th birthday.
I'm so excited, sis. I know I have to wait. In the meantime, I spend my time playing with Yum Yum and make pearl necklaces. Of course, for myself and you.
Yum Yum was a dolphin and was the Little Mermaid's best friend. At times, they would leave the palace to play tag at the bottom of the ocean. Yum Yum can't catch me, if I hide can't find me. Yum Yum can't catch me, if I hide can't find me. Yum Yum can't catch me, if I hide can't find me. Yum Yum can't catch me, if I hide can't find me.
Yum Yum, come find me. Yum Yum, bet you can't find me.
Come here! Stop! Don't swim too fast! I'm going to catch you! Come here! Don't run! Don't run! I'm gonna catch you!
You need to swim faster. I don't get it. Are you a turtle or a dolphin?
Am I a mermaid? No one can swim as fast as you. Come on, let's have a swimming race. Why do I even bother when I know I'm going to lose? Silly me.
Don't say that, Yum Yum. Maybe you'll win one day. Never mind, let's race another time. Can you bring me back some more pearls? I want to make necklaces and bracelets for my sisters.
While waiting for Yum Yum on her oyster bed, the Little Mermaid's grandmother arrived.
Grandma, can I ask you something? Do humans look like us?
No, they don't, my dear granddaughter. Humans have legs, and they use them to walk on land. If they don't know how to swim, they can drown in the sea. We also live longer than they do, and we can also live on land. Don't forget, my dear, when the day comes and you go to the surface, make sure no one hears your voice. Because one of our most important features of our voice is that it's magical.
So, I won't be able to sing at the surface? What's the harm in it being magical?
Those who hear your voice won't be able to leave. Their ears won't hear anything but your voice. They will wait until they see you. Come on, it's very late, and that's enough information for now. Good night, my dear.
Finally, the big day had arrived. It was the Little Mermaid's 18th birthday.
Happy birthday, my little girl.
Happy birthday, little sis! The whole family took her amongst them, celebrating her birthday. The little mermaid was so excited. She was going to go to the surface and see the world. She hugged her father goodbye and started swimming with Yum Yum towards the surface. Her father was shouting after her in concern.
Don't forget everything I've told you. Yum Yum, look after my daughter.
Are you sure, Father? I will be looking after Yum Yum, because I'm faster than him.
Goodness, she didn't wait for me again.
Finally, the little mermaid reached the surface of the sea. She was now sitting on a rock in the middle of the sea and watching the world, and was admired of what she saw.
My goodness, the sky is so blue. The wind feels so wonderful. The seagulls are such beautiful creatures. Everything's so new to me. They're even more beautiful than my dreams.
Be careful, my princess. A ship is about to pass by. They're not supposed to see you.
What's that? It's so huge.
People can't swim in the water for long and can't breathe underwater. When they swim slowly. Even the fastest of them can't keep up with a ship. That's why people have been using ships since ancient times, both to travel and to carry loads.
And who's the one watching the sea in front of the ship?
I think this is a ship from the kingdom above, and that must be the prince of that kingdom. Be very careful. He's looking this way.
Suddenly, the little mermaid felt like singing. With her magical, wonderful voice, she started singing.
Princess, what are you doing? I hope the prince doesn't hear you singing. If not, he'll never leave until he finds us. Do you know that?
But the little mermaid couldn't help herself, and she kept on singing. She couldn't help herself from the prince's charm. The prince was also enthralled by the voice of the little mermaid.
What a wonderful voice. The girl who's singing must be just as beautiful. Point the ship towards the rocks. The voice is coming from over there.
But, my prince, it's very dangerous to sail the ship towards the rocks. It might hit the rocks and get damaged. The weather's also turning, and there might be a storm any minute now. Are you sure?
I need to find that girl. Do whatever it takes.
Yes, your majesty. Head towards the rocks. May God protect us.
The little mermaid hid behind the rocks. The prince didn't see her, but saw the pearl bracelet that she had dropped while escaping. He shouted out to his men.
Quick! Go on to land and bring me that pearl bracelet. She was a beautiful mermaid, I'm sure.
As he was looking at the pearl bracelet in his hands, suddenly a terrible storm began. The sea blackened, thunder struck, and the huge waves caused the ship to hit the rocks and shatter. And the prince fell into the sea.
Help me!
Yum Yum, the prince fell into the sea. Hurry, we need to save him.
The little mermaid and Yum Yum dived into the sea and saved the prince, taking him to the shore.
Please, open your eyes. I saved you. Please. Please.
As they waited for the prince to awake, he slowly opened his eyes. The first thing he saw was the little mermaid's beautiful ocean blue eyes.
You saved my life. Thank you.
Then he saw the pearl necklace around her neck and immediately realized that she was the mermaid on the rock that he heard the voice of and was enthralled by, and the owner of the pearl bracelet in his pocket. With joy,
What a wonderful miracle. I searched for you all over, and now I owe you my life.
right at that moment, soldiers running to the shore saw the prince and the little mermaid. The little mermaid quickly jumped back into the sea, and Yum Yum followed. The soldiers immediately took the prince to the palace and told the king everything that had happened. Every day, for hours, the prince watched the sea from his balcony, wondering if the little mermaid would come back again. The little mermaid who returned underwater was so unhappy that she stopped eating and drinking. She shared her secret with Yum Yum, her best friend.
Yum Yum, please go to the beach and bring me news from the prince.
The prince watches the sea from his balcony every day, and I think he's waiting for you to go to the shore. We must do something. But what?
The king was very furious when he saw his daughter like this, but was also very sad.
My dear, you have broken the rules of the sea. You were not supposed to get close to any humans. You should have listened to your elders. What's happened to you?
But Father, aren't you the one who said that we must act kind to all creatures? If we hadn't saved the prince, he would have died.
Yes, you are right. But, according to the laws, you shouldn't have approached anyone. You are grounded.
The king grounded the little mermaid, forbidding her to go to the surface. The little mermaid was very sad and couldn't stop thinking about the prince. One day, Yum Yum came to the little mermaid.
Well, I actually know an octopus, and he knows a witch who can make miracles. If you want, we can go and tell her about our problem, and maybe she's able to help us. What do you say, huh?
Then let's go right away. I was grounded for 1 month, and it ends today. I can go to the surface again.
They quickly swam together and went to the witch's cave. It was a dreadful place filled with snakes, scorpions, and spiders that could live underwater. The witch wasn't so different from them. She had an ugly face and a terrifying voice. She met them at the entrance of the cave.
I know you, little mermaid. Tell me, what do you want from me?
I should have 2 legs just like humans. I must go to the surface. I want to find the prince and walk and dance with him on the beach.
What you ask of me is very easy. I can give you 2 legs and 2 feet like humans, but you must give me something in return. Do you agree?
I agree. I'll give you whatever you want, as long as I can walk and dance with the prince on the beach.
Finally, the opportunity the witch had been waiting for had arrived at her doorstep. She had never liked her voice and always wanted to change it.
Since you've agreed, you must give me your voice in return.
Okay. Please give me 2 feet right away. I must go at once.
I'm going to give you a potion. You can drink it when you go to the surface. Your feet will grow right away. But this spell will be broken in 3 days. If the prince doesn't propose to you within 3 days, you will turn into a mermaid again. But we'll never have your voice again.
The the little mermaid and Yum Yum grabbed the potion and went straight to the surface. The little mermaid drank the potion and suddenly she had 2 legs and 2 feet. And she started to wait for the prince to arrive. At that moment, the prince went out to the balcony. The minute he saw the red-haired girl, he ran to the beach.
Hi, I'm the prince of this country. You look like that mermaid I've been looking for. But you have feet. You can't be her. So who are you?
The poor mermaid opened her mouth to explain what had happened, but she had indeed lost her voice. She was so sad. The prince, seeing her in such a desperate state, felt sorry for her and took her to the palace.
How strange. Same blue eyes, same red hair, and the same pearl necklace. But you're not a mermaid and can't talk. To whom does this pearl bracelet belong?
Meanwhile, the prince's father had found a princess for the prince to marry and was pressuring him. The poor mermaid, frightened and sad, was waiting for the marriage proposal from the prince.
What if he never understands that I'm the mermaid he's been looking for? What if he never recognizes me? I'll be turned back into a mermaid again. A mermaid that can't talk or sing. My games with Yum Yum will also just be a dream.
The third and last day of the spell had come. The little mermaid went to the beach and was crying as she watched the sea. But Yum Yum didn't wait around. He had already went underwater and told the king everything that had happened. In anger, the king along with his whale soldiers went straight to the witch's cave.
If you don't give my daughter's voice back immediately, I'll imprison you in a whale's stomach for the rest of your life.
But we had a deal.
As your king, I command you. Give my daughter her voice back immediately.
The witch, with fear, agreed and opened a glass bottle. And the little mermaid's voice was set free. Suddenly, the princess's magical, beautiful voice spread all throughout the sea. The little mermaid, who was crying on the beach, suddenly heard her own voice coming from the sea.
Oh my god! This is my voice! I can talk now!
Then she saw her whole family sitting on a rock, waving and blowing kisses at her. The little mermaid was now a girl with an amazing voice and with feet. The king called out to her from the rocks.
Love is sometimes more important than all the rules, my dear. Go run to the prince and introduce yourself and be happy from now on, as your family will often come here to see you.
The little mermaid ran to the palace excitedly. She told the prince everything. The prince, having found the mermaid he had been searching for, proposed to her right away and placed the pearl bracelet on her hand. The prince and the little mermaid got married, and the little mermaid was now the princess of the land too. Every morning when the little mermaid woke up, she would call out to her family in the sea from the palace balcony and say thank you for everything and wave to them. The prince and little mermaid princess lived happily ever after. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Rapunzel who lived in a small town. She She had long blonde hair and a beautiful smile. Everyone that met her grew fond of her. Rapunzel was also a great actress. She would perform at local plays in town with her friend Evelia. Rapunzel was very talented and creative, so she became the town's favorite. Evelia was jealous, but she didn't show it. On a beautiful summer evening, the town square was teeming with people who came to watch Rapunzel on stage. Rapunzel was not only good at her role, but was also enthralling. Everyone listened to her attentively. That night, a very famous movie director was present among the spectators. He had heard about Rapunzel's talent, so he came to watch her. At the end of the play, the director went backstage. Evelia immediately recognized him, so she intercepted him.
Good evening. What is a famous movie director like you doing in our town?
I want to congratulate Rapunzel for her great performance.
No need. She's just a plain actress pretending to act. If you're looking for a real actress, well, she's standing right before you.
One must be blind not to see how good of an actress Rapunzel is. I'm going to offer her a role in my new movie. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Evelia was green with envy. She thought she was a better actress than Rapunzel, but the proof was in the people's reaction, which exasperated her.
Congratulations, Rapunzel. You were sensational. I didn't want you to be nervous during your performance.
I'm honored that you wanted to see me perform.
I'm directing a new movie. Would you like to be in it?
Rapunzel nearly fainted when she heard this proposal.
Wow, that's great news.
We are proud of you, Rapunzel.
You'll put our little town on the map when you perform in that movie.
While you're away, Evelia can perform your plays.
Rapunzel accepted the director's offer. Many people were proud of her when she rehearsed her role before going into the city for the shooting. Except for one.
I'll do anything to prevent you from appearing on that movie, Rapunzel.
The day of parting arrived.
I'm going to miss you all. I wish Evelia was here so I could say goodbye to her too. Where is she anyway?
At that moment, Evelia was up to no good as usual. They waited and waited. But the shuttle didn't show up. Rapunzel got anxious.
If the shuttle doesn't show up on time, I'll miss the flight.
It was then when they heard the running engine. The shuttle had finally arrived.
I'm sorry for the delay. There were nails all over the road and I had to change 4 flat tires.
Can we make it to the airport on time?
Don't you worry. If I have to, I'll even make the plane wait for our star.
Rapunzel got on the shuttle and they drove at lightning speed. Rapunzel barely made it to her flight for Hollywood. On the plane, she studied the script for her role. Finally, Rapunzel arrived in Hollywood. She was amazed with luxurious shops on Rodeo Drive, beautiful mansions in Beverly Hills, expensive cars zooming by, and the famous TCL Chinese Theatre on the historic Hollywood Walk of Fame, where famous actors have their names imprinted in stars.
Rapunzel, you made it!
I nearly missed the flight, but here I am.
We've got a lot to do. We should start at once.
Rapunzel and the director worked long hours. They would start early in the morning and work late into the night. Days passed. Rapunzel gained admiration and respect thanks to her discipline, talent, and love for acting. But she missed her town and her friends. They wrapped up filming, and months later the movie was well received. Rapunzel had suddenly become a world-renowned movie star.
I missed my town so much. Let me go for a few days.
I understand, Rapunzel, but it's not possible. Everybody's eager to meet you. You've received several movie offers. We've got so much work to do.
I miss home. I miss everyone.
After we've produced a few more movies.
Meanwhile in town, Evelia wasn't interested in theatre any longer. The theatre building was in a very poor condition. Rapunzel took emails to update her on the latest events about hometown. She was saddened by this news. One day, a man came into town. He saw the rundown theatre building. He realized he could use some of these parts for a good price.
Hello. Do you know the owner of that building?
It's public property, but Rapunzel is in charge.
The famous movie star, Rapunzel?
The one and only.
Is she here?
No, but Evelia is in charge when Rapunzel's away.
Where can I find her?
You can find her in the cafe, just ahead. She plays cards with her friends and chatters all day.
Excitedly, the junk dealer went to the cafe.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Evelia.
I'm Evelia. What do you want?
I want to buy that theater building. I can pay you a good amount of money.
A good amount of money?
All you need to do is say yes. I'll handle the rest.
I say yes then.
The next day, the junk dealer began dismantling the stage. The townspeople couldn't believe their eyes and approached the junk dealer. Why are you dismantling out stage?
Stage? You call this wreck a stage?
Wreck or not, you're demolishing public property. Who gave you this right?
I bought this place from Evelia. Go talk to her.
The town council members went to Evelia immediately. Evelia was gossiping with her friends, laughing and having fun as always.
Evelia, what's the meaning of this? Who said you can sell public property? Who gave you the right?
I think you've forgotten. Rapunzel left me in charge when she left.
She only left you in charge of the performances. You destroyed our theater. Call that man at once and call this off.
Sorry, Mayor. There's no turning back now. He paid a lot of money, and with that money, I'm going to build a shopping mall in town. Everybody's going to be happy. You'll thank me later for this.
The mayor convened the townspeople to inform them of the situation. The mayor called Rapunzel and told her about the situation. She didn't want to let her friends down. She pondered the matter and decided to speak with the director.
My friends need me. I have to leave.
I thought we had sorted this out, Rapunzel.
Yes, but this is an emergency and I need to go.
You're just going to throw away fame and fortune to go back to that musty town?
That musty town is my home.
Your home now is the movie set. You can't just quit.
So that's how it is.
Meanwhile, the junk dealer brought a crane with a wrecking ball and bulldozers to demolish the theatre building.
We should stop the demolition at all costs.
How?
I think I know how.
All the townspeople held hands and formed a circle around the theatre building. Evelia and the junk dealer were surprised.
What are you doing? No point in resisting. Just let us do our jobs.
Never!
This town is going to have a great shopping mall. Don't be so stubborn.
We want the theater building, not a shopping mall. We won't step aside.
At that point, a limousine pulled up in front of the theatre building. Golden hair swept the ground. Then, Rapunzel got out of the limousine. She was more radiant than ever. She swung the briefcase and hurled it at the junk dealer.
I'm giving you twice the amount you'll earn from here. Take it and leave.
When the junk dealer saw the money, his eyes nearly popped out of their sockets. He took the briefcase and left. Evelia just watched the junk dealer disappear in the distance. The whole town welcomed Rapunzel with open arms. With the money she had earned, she had the theatre building and the stage rebuilt. She also helped those in need. She never returned to Hollywood, and she only performed for plays in her beloved town.